and then see what could happen, because we don't know what could happen until we actually venture into it, and into the unknown. When we are holding ourselves back, when we are choosing to not progress into something, we're going to feel that sense of incongruence. We're going to develop an anxiety that is in correlation to not keeping ourselves accountable to what we want to accomplish or what we want to try. Welcome to another episode of the Limitless Life Podcast. I'm your host, Kyle Smith. And if you have not done so, hit that subscribe button so you never miss another podcast. And if you love this podcast and you want some more tips and trips on how do you improve yourself, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. There are a ton of instructional videos. You can find the links down below. However, before you go and do that, we have hit a benchmark, my friend. We have hit a benchmark. This is episode 100. And first and foremost, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for being here, for being a part of this progress, for being a part of this journey, this adventure that I am on. And I'm very grateful for you to be here. I'm very grateful for your support. So with episode 100, I thought it was appropriate that I would just come on here and, one, say thank you. So I got that part down. And two, talk about the journey of 100 episodes and some things that I may have learned along the line, or some things that I have learned in reflection. And so 100 episodes, 100 is a great number to really see what can be done, whether it's 100 days, 100 hours of practice, of developing, of adventuring into something, into the unknown where you don't know what could happen or what may be a side effect of trying something that you haven't before. And I gotta say, it's freaking badass. I'm very excited. I'm very happy that I hit 100, and I do have more in the works. I am definitely going to be sticking with podcasting and creating more videos and more content. And I'm really excited for it. I'm really pumped up about it. I'm going to be doing some more solo episodes, some solo casts, so I can spitfire some principles or some philosophies that I have last chunk of time. And it's cool. It is really cool. And I would highly recommend that someone that is starting out a journey do something for 100 of something, whether it's 100 days or 100 dedicated minutes or anything, anything, anything that is just slightly interesting, anything where, and then see what could happen, because we don't know what could happen until we actually venture into it, and into the unknown. When we are holding ourselves back, when we are choosing to not progress into something, we're going to feel that sense of incongruence. We're going to develop an anxiety that is in correlation to not keeping ourselves accountable to what we want to accomplish or what we want to try. It took me 2 years before posting my first episode. And now thinking back on it, 2 years, and now it's been a year where I actually have a podcast. I could be at episode 300 if I started then. So what was it that was preventing me at that point in time? It was me. I was getting in the way of what I could have been able to do. And recognizing that, I think, is important, where we are the individual that has the ability, the power within our grasp to be able to do something that others may deem to be scary or intimidating. Because keep in mind that it's on the other side of that intimidation, of that fear, of that unknown, that we are going to be able to experience a life that the average general populations will not. And that's okay too if someone wants to hang out in that area where they feel comfortable, but that's where they'll stay. We're only going to grow to the point that we are willing to go. So if we're willing to go into that fear, if we're willing to go into what could be exciting, then we have all these doors that seemed to be locked up at one point, but now they're not. And instead of trying to shake the door open, now we can actually just turn the knob because we're thinking about how to open the doors rather than having someone else open the door for us by choice or by chance. But now you can also, by choice, go through it yourself. And that's crazy. That's the coolest thing that we have in this modern era, in this time, is the accessibility to accomplish things we never thought possible. And we could do it a lot simpler than anyone before us ever could. So, something I'd like you to think about is, what are you avoiding in pursuing? Where is it that you're in the way of something that is exciting, something that could get you into a flow state where you could feel a sense of fulfillment, a sense of adventure? What game can you play in this life that you feel compelled or intuitively drawn towards? And dive into that. Make a list of those things that you're interested in, and then pick one and go for it and see what happens. The thing that's kind of cool is that there may be people that judge you, and they are, but they're not judging you in the way that you think they're judging you. They're thinking, wow, that person's so courageous. Because keep in mind, we observe based off of behaviors. So you may think, or I thought at least, that people would judge me thinking that I don't, thinking, what does this guy have to say? Or what is this person? Who does he think he is? Or no one's going to listen to me. These are all stories that I had. But then I realized I'm not doing it for them. I'm doing it for me because I want to develop myself as an individual. And the people that come along for the ride are coming along for the ride. And people that are not, that's okay because the train is still going with or without people. So I think that thinking of something that's exciting, something that has been floating around in your head for the last 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, try it out. Stick to it for a year. Stick to it for 100 days. See what happens. See what could come of it. What opportunities, what doors can open along the way of developing yourself into the person that you wish to be. Because we only have this one point in time. We only have this one life. And each day we're not getting younger. Today's the youngest that we will ever be. We're only getting older past this point. We are our past's future while also being our future's past. So the decisions that we make in this moment, right here, right now, are going to be what's going to impact the future that we get to experience the future that we get to experience. And it's either going to be a life that we are in love with, or it's going to be a life that we resent. And in either case, today, right now, in this moment, is the opportunity we have to be able to progress towards something that's different, something that opens our minds up and opens our eyes up and alters our perceptions and our perspectives, and we get to experience the fullness of life rather than this little box that we put ourselves into. We actually get to expand and be open and be advanced. And that's a very awesome adventure. This is exciting. So one thing that I wanted to say is that I just really very much thank you. I know that that was a little riff, a little spitball. I'm definitely going to have more focused episodes in the future. I have a couple things lined up for topics that I want to cover, and I'm excited for another 100 episodes. I'm excited to spend time with you. I'm excited to be here with you. I'm excited to share my insights, share my thoughts, and bring on guests that inspire me and hopefully that inspire you. So if there's any insights, any reflections, anything that you have ever taken away from any episode, please let me know what it is. Shoot me a message at Dapper Dude Kyle on Instagram so that we can converse. I would love to have your insights. I would love to hear what you got to say. I would love to see how I could help support you in that 100-day journey or 1 year journey or that 100-hour journey of progressing towards something that you envision, of creating a life that you desire, the life experience that you desire. And thank you. Thank you for being here. I love you. I care for you. I think you're amazing. I think that the people around you certainly care for you as well. And I could feel your love. I could feel your love. I truly can. So, in saying that, keep up the kindness, and I hope your day treats you as good as you look. And I'm excited to see what the next 100 episodes brings us. Thank you very much for being here. I know this one was a short and sweet, and I planned it to be short and sweet. I didn't really plan the tangent part, but that's cool. We're going with it. Why not? But nonetheless, keep up the kindness, and I hope your day treats you as good as you look.